What's good, geeks? I'm Jake, and I'm Gen X.
I'm Anna, and I'm Gen Z.
And we are Generational Geeks. Today, we are talking about...
WandaVision!
Yay!
It is an American television miniseries on Disney Plus based on Marvel Comics characters, Wanda Maximoff / the Scarlet Witch, and Vision. It is set in the MCU, obviously, and it takes place after the events of Endgame. Not Endgame. Endgame. Takes place after Endgame.
So the cast is Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda, and she's been in movies like Godzilla, Wind River, some other stuff I haven't seen. She was also in the other MCU movies after, what was that, Avengers? Age of Ultron. And then same with Paul Bettany. He was also in the same movies, and he plays Vision. Then we have Catherine Hahn as Agnes / Agatha Harkness, and she was in Anchorman and Step Brothers, and I think she was also on Saturday Night Live or something. She's a comedian. And then Teyana Paris. I hope I said that right.
At least you didn't give me the names this
Monica Rambeau and Geraldine. She was in Mad Men and a show called Dear White People on Netflix. And I didn't watch either one of those. So, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Mm-hmm.
It's 9 episodes, ranging from 30 to 50 minutes, and there's some mid-credit scenes, because the credits are so
Yeah, the credits are like 6 to 8 minutes long.
For
some
no
of them
reason.
Have mid-credit scenes, and some of them don't.
Are just long.
Yeah.
And it is rated TV PG for some violence.
Yeah, no profanity, no nudity. Mm-mm. It is a Disney Plus show. So, and the violence isn't even really
violent.
It's there, but there's no blood or gore or anything like that. So, this is listed as an action comedy drama, and it was released January 15th. They released 2 episodes first, like at the same time on the first night, and then 1 episode each week. Every Friday. And we stayed up like late Thursday night and then watched it after midnight.
Yeah.
So we weren't really sure if we wanted to review this
like after it came out.
Yeah, after each episode or wait till the end. We decided to wait till the end. So we're still not great about being consistent with our videos. So we didn't want to commit ourselves to do one every week because we do have a lot going on, unfortunately.
This blends the style of classic sitcoms with the style of the MCU, in which Wanda Maximoff and Vision, 2 superpowered beings, living their ideal suburban lives, begin suburban? Yes. Did I say suburban?
Yeah, suburban. They live in the suburbs.
Whoops, yeah. I mean, you get the gist. They begin to suspect that some things are not as they appear.
Yeah. So, this basically started off the first, 4 episodes as a sitcom, and then it progressed from like a black and white sitcom era into the more modern type of sitcom. Started as like Bewitched and ended as like Modern Family. I think in the 4th or 5th episode out of the 9 episodes. Positives for me, it had a couple good plot twists. Some were very obvious, some were not so obvious. This followed the same pattern as the MCU through Phase 4, which, I'm a fan of the MCU through Phase 4. I'm not sure what Phase 5 has in store for us, but I hope they continue going in the right direction. But my interest is kind of starting to wane. I wasn't as interested in WandaVision as I kind of thought I would be, especially after the first couple episodes. What about you?
I the CGI that they used and stuff actually wasn't bad, but I mean,
oh, it was good CGI.
That's
I mean, they had a
Marvel
budget.
in general.
Yeah.
I mean, Marvel CGI is always great, and so visuals are a big thing when determining the score of what I'd give something, and so that's definitely going to play into that because it was very nice, and there were some good plot twists, like you said. Some plot twists that I expected didn't happen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk
Yeah.
spoilers
At the end.
so
I'm just
you have plenty
saying,
of warning.
you'll never really guess what happens most of the time.
Yeah. And the theories were all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it had good performances. It's the same characters, same actors playing those characters as the MCU movies.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to have good performances.
Right. And, it was campy and cheesy in all the right places. It's based off of, the beginning is based off of, sitcoms. So you expect some campiness. Negative for me, it took quite a while to get going. And I think some of the earlier episodes could have been a little bit longer. And maybe, it was 9 episodes in total. Maybe they could have shaved that down to 6 episodes and made the first 2 episodes a little bit longer and get to the action sooner. Because like I said, it took 4 or 5 episodes to really
He's just
get me
impatient.
into it. No, it just... I don't know. And then some of the other episodes felt like they ended too soon. Like episodes 4, 5, and 6 might have ended too soon. So, but that's just me.
I thought that the pacing was fine. Like I said, he's just impatient.
So I know Kevin Feige has said that they have no intentions for a season 2, but he also said that plans change. So take that for what it's worth. I think it ended to where
You don't really know
you don't
what
really.
else.
I don't think you need another season, and it's my understanding that her storyline is supposed to continue on in the next Doctor Strange movie. So there is, I think 2 mid-credit scenes, or a mid-credit scene and an end-credit scene after the last episode. So it does show her again after the ending of the series, basically. And I could see that tying in what she was doing in that scene. I could see that tying into a Doctor Strange movie. Yeah. So I give this a 6.
This man gave Rise of Skywalker a 7.
I was mostly for visuals and music. Plus, I've my ratings have matured since then. That was really early on in our YouTube videos, so I'm putting a little more thought into these. Right now, I'd probably give Rise of Skywalker like a 4 or 5.
Okay.
So
you've redeemed yourself. I'm gonna give it an 8.
She really liked it.
I did. Well,
I didn't hate it.
I'm biased because I've always liked Wanda, so.
Well, yeah. I didn't hate it. She liked it. 6 for me is a good rating. And, I'm taking into account the earlier episodes, which I would probably give a 4 individually. But then the later episodes, I would give an 8 or a 9 individually. Yeah. So 6 is kind of right there in the middle. If they would have condensed those shorter episodes that I didn't care for into longer episodes that I didn't care for and had less of them, then maybe I would have given it a higher score.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you seen WandaVision? If so, let us know in the description what you thought.
If you have seen WandaVision, keep watching because we're gonna get into spoiler territory.
Yes. So if you have seen it, now is spoiler talk. And if you haven't seen it and you don't want spoilers, don't watch anymore. Come back later.
Yeah. Share us with your grandparents.
Yes. Before you go, like, comment, subscribe. If you're still here, we're going to talk spoilers. So
this is your spoiler warning.
Some of my issues with this show, basically you had at least a couple people, if not more, talking about how they were going to have Luke Skywalker style epic cameos and reveals and blah blah blah. None of that happened. It was ridiculous.
No.
You had Wanda talking about it, or the lady that plays Wanda.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yes, she was talking about how they're going to have a Luke Skywalker reveal that on that scale, and
Paul
it was like
Bettany talked a lot about it.
Well, his was different though. So I'm assuming that hers was about Pietro.
Yes.
Which it was Pietro from X-Men and not Pietro from Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool until like the last episode or the second to last episode. It's some dude named Boner.
Like
and he
Paul
got his,
Boner.
Yeah, and he got his powers from Agatha.
Yeah.
So, and then Paul Bettany.
I think that, okay, nothing is going to top the Skywalker type introduction, but I think if they wanted to do something on that level, they should have brought in Mephisto.
Or Magneto.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
come
Doctor
on.
Strange.
Yes.
Or just
if they would have brought
anyone important.
If they would have brought in something that actually
went somewhere,
then I would give them credit for a Luke Skywalker level reveal.
Yeah.
And then Paul Bettany is talking about, this is a actor I've always wanted to work with, and blah blah blah.
Right.
Basically, he's my idol. He was talking about himself. It was the second Vision, the White Vision. He showed up, and it's like, dude, don't build up and then just be you. Give me a break. It's still going.
Oh, okay.
Relax.
I was like, oh no.
It's still.
Alright, I just wanted to
we're
make
good.
sure. Yeah. Thought our camera died for a
So
second.
that was one of my biggest problems was, and it didn't really affect my rating of the show because I already had my issues before they started talking cameos.
No, if that
and
affected
reveals.
my rating, it would be a 7.5.
Yeah, it didn't affect my rating. I just thought it was annoying and that they shouldn't hype up things that aren't
Because,
there.
I mean, like... So, everyone thought that they were going to bring in Mephisto because, one, the little meeting they had when everything was still in black and white and stuff, and Dottie, not Dee Dee, I said Dee Dee, but it was Dottie, Agatha, like, leans over to Wanda, and after Dottie says the devil's in the details, and Agatha goes, that's not the only place he is, and it's like, Mephisto looks like the devil. So it's like, and then when she goes to babysit the kids, she's like, I have this suspicious mole on my back, and people took that as like a spy rather than like a skin growth. And so it was just
So that was my biggest issue and what I wanted to gripe about and talk about in spoilers. You know, other than that, the first 4 episodes to me were junk, and
I liked them.
if I were to watch this again, I would probably start at like episode 6. That's just the way it is.
White Vision was interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of people also... Is it Hayward? Is that
know.
his name? Big bad dude from
I don't know.
Sword?
From where?
Sword?
Oh, I don't know. What about him?
A lot of people thought that he kept Vision's body to bring back Ultron, but that didn't happen either.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen.
So, just...
Yeah. That's it.
It was Agatha all along, and that was disappointing.
And she said so in a song.
In a song. And she killed Sparky, too.
So, like, comment, subscribe. Watch our other videos. Anything else?
Share us with your book club.
There you go. I'm
Not-
Gen X.
Not your grandma's book club, but your book club. I'm Gen Z, and
We are
Generational
Generational
Geeks.
Geeks.